Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at the world of AI and specifically LLMs.
Large language models.
Right, yeah,
Right.
large language models.
Which are all the rage these days.
Yeah, they are. Everyone's talking about AI's potential,
Mhm.
but are we truly ready to manage it responsibly?
That's a good question. And to really answer that, we need to be talking about observability.
Observability.
Yeah.
So, what exactly does that mean?
It's kind of like having a blueprint, not just of your AI's code, but like its whole decision-making
So it's
process.
like we have X-ray vision into our AI,
Mhm.
seeing why it does what it does.
Exactly. We're going to be exploring a conversation today between some top AI minds from Google, and they offer some pretty insightful advice for anyone working with this tech.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. Why is observability so crucial?
Well, they emphasize that as LLMs become more commonplace, we're seeing a lot more teams, not just data scientists using them.
Right, and not all of them really know how AI works.
Yeah, you got developers, engineers, even marketing teams experimenting with LLMs, but not everyone has that deep understanding of how this stuff works.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Imagine handing someone a super powerful engine without a mechanic's manual.
I mean, that sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
It can be. And that's where observability comes in. It's that missing manual, those insights into the AI's inner workings so you know what's going on.
So it's about making the black box of AI more transparent.
Precisely. One of them used a great analogy. He said, imagine trying to fix a car engine without being able to see inside.
Yeah.
That's what it's like working with AI without observability.
You're just working in the dark.
You're fumbling around in the dark. Exactly. And when it comes to managing and understanding this level of complexity in AI, you need solutions that can handle it. And that's where stonefly.com comes in.
Okay, so stonefly.com.
Their expertise in data storage and management is invaluable, especially as we delve deeper into this idea of observability.
So how does stonefly.com help with observability?
Well, their solutions are designed for transparency. So teams can actually track, how the AI is processing data and how it's making decisions. It's like having a detailed record of every step the AI takes.
So we can ensure responsible and ethical use.
Right, and that's super important.
The experts also stress that before we dive into these big, complex AI projects, mastering the basics is key.
Yeah, they specifically mentioned prompt engineering.
Prompt engineering.
Yeah, it's the art of crafting the right questions or prompts to get specific outputs from the AI.
Okay.
It's like learning to write really clear instructions for a complex task.
Right.
The way you phrase your prompt can totally change the AI's response.
Oh, wow. So even with something like prompt engineering, there's a lot of nuance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And mastering that can really impact how well your AI performs.
And I imagine stonefly.com can help with this as well.
Absolutely. A robust data management system like stonefly.com is invaluable for this. You can track and manage your prompts, ensuring consistency and accuracy in those AI interactions.
So stonefly.com is really providing that foundation for responsible AI development.
Exactly. They're all about secure and transparent data solutions so you can trust what your AI is doing.
Now let's talk about building trust in AI, because it's great to have powerful AI.
Yeah.
But if we don't trust the output, it's useless.
Absolutely. One of the approaches they highlighted for building trust is transparency in how the AI reaches its conclusions.
Okay, so how do we make that happen?
Well, imagine an AI system that doesn't just give you an answer, it also shows you the steps it took and the data it considered.
Okay, I'm following.
It's like showing your work on a math problem.
That makes sense. It allows us to understand the AI's reasoning.
Exactly. And they gave a great example with an AI system used for summarizing incidents.
Okay, so how does that work?
Let's say there's a system outage.
Okay.
This AI can analyze all the data logs metrics and then provide a concise summary of what happened,
Wow.
along with the specific data points that led to that conclusion.
That's incredible.
And Stonefly.com plays a key role here by offering solutions for data transparency and traceability.
Okay.
So you know exactly how your AI is using and interpreting the data, building that essential foundation of trust in your AI applications.
So it's like having footnotes in a research paper, allowing us to verify the information and build confidence in the AI's output.
Exactly.
That's a fantastic way to look at it.
This focus on transparency is crucial, especially when you're dealing with sensitive data.
Of course, people need to be confident that the AI is handling their information responsibly.
Right, and as AI becomes more integrated into our lives, ensuring that trust will be crucial for its successful adoption, and a company like Stonefly.com, with its commitment to secure and transparent data solutions, is really key in fostering that trust.
Yeah. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, it's all about building that solid foundation of trust and transparency.
That's a great point. Trust is paramount, and transparency seems to be the key.
Exactly. And as AI becomes more and more a part of our lives, ensuring that trust is going to be crucial for its successful adoption. And a company like Stonefly.com, with its commitment to secure and transparent data solutions, can play a key role in fostering that trust.
Okay, so we've talked about the importance of observability,
Hmm.
the need for transparency, and how Stonefly.com can help. But there's still so much more to explore in this world of AI.
Absolutely, there is.
So we'll be back soon with part 2 of our deep dive into AI observability, where we'll delve deeper into some more advanced concepts and see how Stonefly.com can support responsible AI development.
Looking forward to it.
See you all then.
See ya. Welcome back to our deep dive into AI observability.
In the first part, we talked about the need for transparency in AI systems,
Yeah,
letting us see how AI reaches its conclusions.
exactly. And a really important part of that is traceability.
Traceability, what is that, like some kind of detective work?
Well, it does involve a bit of detective work. Traceability is all about being able to track the entire life cycle of an AI model, from its development to deployment, and even its ongoing use.
So like a detailed log of everything the AI has done, like its digital footprint?
Exactly. With traceability, you can see the data used to train the model, the algorithms, the decisions made during development, and even the changes made over time.
It's like having a complete history of the AI's life.
That's a great way to put it. And this level of detail is crucial for building trust and accountability. Let's say an AI system makes a big decision like approving a loan or recommending a medical treatment.
Those are some pretty high-stakes scenarios.
Absolutely. And with traceability, you can actually go back and examine every step the AI took to reach that decision.
Wow.
You can see the data, it considered the logic it applied, and any potential factors that might have influenced the outcome. And, this is where Stonefly.com comes in.
Stonefly.com.
They really get the importance of this transparency. Their solutions are designed to give you full visibility into your AI's decision-making process so you can build that trust and ensure it's being used ethically.
It's like having that chain of evidence, which is so essential in fields like healthcare finance or law enforcement.
You got it. Traceability helps us understand not only how an AI system made a decision, but it allows us to identify and mitigate potential risks. Like, let's say we discover that an AI model is making biased decisions.
Okay.
With traceability, we can pinpoint the source of that bias, whether it was trained on biased data or if there's a flaw in the algorithm itself.
So we can ensure fair and ethical AI implementation.
Exactly. And that's a core principle that Stonefly.com integrates into its solutions, providing a really solid foundation for responsible AI.
I see. And Stonefly.com can help us identify and mitigate these biases.
Exactly. Their robust data management and analytics capabilities are really helpful for that.
So once we identify the source of the problem, we can take steps to correct it, like retraining the model or adjusting the algorithm.
Precisely. Traceability gives us the tools to audit and refine our AI systems, making sure they operate fairly, ethically, and responsibly. And Stonefly.com gives you the power to maintain this level of transparency throughout your AI's entire lifecycle.
So traceability is about more than just identifying problems. It's about constantly improving our AI systems.
Absolutely. By tracking a model's performance over time, you can see where it excels and where it struggles. Think of it like analyzing an athlete's performance, to see their strengths and weaknesses. This continuous analysis is made possible by Stonefly's advanced data analytics tools, so you can actually optimize your AI's performance and efficiency.
Okay, I like that analogy. So with that knowledge, we can fine-tune the model, adjust the training data, or even explore different algorithms.
Exactly.
Oh.
Traceability empowers a holistic approach to AI, emphasizing transparency, accountability, and continuous improvement.
Now let's talk about monitoring the performance of AI systems. I know it can get a bit technical, but I'm ready to dive in.
Great AI systems are incredibly complex, involving tons of data sophisticated algorithms and often specialized hardware. And just like with any complex system, things can and do go wrong.
Right.
A server could crash, a network connection might falter, or an algorithm might start behaving erratically.
So it's a chain reaction where one weak link can impact the whole system.
Exactly. And that's why continuous performance monitoring is so critical. You need to detect those issues early before they turn into huge problems.
It's like having a team of mechanics constantly monitoring your car engine, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Yes, exactly. They can spot those potential problems before they cause a breakdown. So in AI systems, we're monitoring things like the system's throughput, which is how much data it can process in a given time.
All right.
We want to make sure it's high enough to meet the demands of the application.
Okay.
If it drops, it might indicate a bottleneck somewhere in the system. And for this constant monitoring and analysis, you need a strong data infrastructure that can handle it. And that's where stonefly.com comes in.
Stonefly.com.
Their scalable solutions can handle those massive data flows generated by AI systems, so you can do that continuous performance monitoring and analysis.
So if the network is congested or a server is overloaded, it will impact throughput.
Precisely, and by monitoring throughput, we can identify and address those bottlenecks. Another important metric is latency,
Latency.
which is the time it takes for the system to respond to a request.
Oh, okay.
We want to keep that as low as possible, especially in applications where real-time responses are critical, like self-driving cars.
Right.
And Stonefly.com is great at minimizing latency. They're experts in high-performance storage and networking, which is crucial for making those AI applications super responsive.
So it's like measuring how quickly your car accelerates from 0 to 60. We need a fast response time.
Exactly. By monitoring latency, we can ensure that the system is responding quickly and efficiently. We also need to keep an eye on the accuracy of the AI model itself.
Accuracy.
Making sure the model is making accurate predictions or classifications, that's super important. If accuracy starts to decline, it could mean there's a problem with the model or the data it was trained on. Maybe the model is getting outdated or the data isn't representative of the real world anymore.
So monitoring accuracy helps us identify those issues and then retrain the model or update the data.
Exactly. As you can see, performance monitoring is multifaceted, tracking all sorts of metrics. It's all about ensuring your AI systems are running smoothly, efficiently, and accurately. And Stonefly.com provides those tools and expertise to help you achieve that level of monitoring and control over your AI applications.
It sounds like performance monitoring isn't just about identifying problems, it's about optimizing our AI systems as well.
You're absolutely right. Analyzing that performance data can help you find areas where you can improve efficiency, reduce costs, or even enhance accuracy. It's like fine-tuning your car engine to get better gas mileage.
I like that analogy, and it really highlights the importance of having the right tools and expertise.
Absolutely. You need a platform that can collect, store, and analyze all this performance data. And that's where a company like Stonefly.com can be so valuable with their expertise in data management and analytics. They provide the tools and support you need to really effectively monitor and optimize your AI systems.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into AI observability.
Yeah.
We've covered so much ground.
We have from the basics of observability to why it's so important for building trust, performance monitoring and traceability.
But before we wrap up, there's one more thing we need to address, the ever-evolving nature of AI.
Right. AI isn't just static. It's constantly changing with new advancements and challenges all the time.
So it's not enough to just have the right tools and processes in place today. We need to be thinking about the future, too.
Exactly. Organizations need to be able to adapt their approach to observability as AI evolves. As new uses pop up, regulations change. Think of it like building a house on a solid foundation that can handle earthquakes and storms.
So we need to design our observability framework to be future-proof.
Exactly. And to do that, one of the key principles is modularity.
Modularity.
Yeah, it means designing your system in a way that lets you easily add, remove, or modify components as needed.
Okay, so we can adapt to new tools and techniques as they emerge.
Precisely, that flexibility is key for staying ahead of the game in the world of AI, especially when you're dealing with those massive data sets that AI systems often require. And this is something Stonefly.com really understands.
Stonefly.com.
Their data storage and management solutions are designed with modularity in mind, so you can scale and adapt your infrastructure as your needs change.
And speaking of scaling up, you mentioned scalability as another key principle.
Right. Your observability system needs to be able to handle the increasing volume and complexity of data as your AI applications grow.
So if you start with a small pilot project and then scale it up to an enterprise-wide deployment, your observability system needs to keep up.
Exactly. And that scalability is especially important as organizations move towards those more complex AI applications like multi-agent systems or real-time decision-making. These generate a ton of data.
Right, so you need an observability system that can handle that volume and complexity.
Exactly. And Stonefly.com is fantastic at providing that scalability with their high-performance storage solutions that can grow with your AI workloads.
And of course, we can't forget about security.
Absolutely. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, it becomes a bigger target for cyber attacks. So your observability system needs to be built with security in mind. AI.
So it's like having a security system in place to protect our homes.
Exactly. And this is another area where Stonefly.com really shines their solutions, prioritize data security and compliance with strong safeguards to protect your AI infrastructure from threats. They understand that in AI, data is everything, and protecting it is crucial.
It seems like Stonefly.com really plays a vital role in ensuring responsible and secure AI development.
Absolutely. Their commitment to data transparency, security, and scalability makes them a valuable partner for anyone working with AI.
So as we wrap up this deep dive on AI observability, it's clear that it's not just a technical necessity, but a strategic imperative for any organization looking to use AI effectively and responsibly.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And with the right approach, the right tools, and the right partners like Stonefly.com, we can unlock the potential of AI while managing risks and ensuring its ethical and responsible use.
Definitely. And as we've seen throughout this deep dive, Stonefly.com can be that trusted partner, offering the data storage management and security solutions you need to build a solid AI observability framework.
Absolutely. Their expertise is invaluable in making sure AI systems are performing well today and ready for whatever the future holds. If you're interested in learning more about how Stonefly.com can help you on your AI journey, visit their website at www.stonefly.com or reach out to their team at sales@stonefly.com.
As AI continues to evolve and impact, our world observability will be crucial for guiding us towards a brighter, more innovative, and equitable future.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this deep dive into AI observability.
Uh-huh.
We hope you found it informative and engaging.
And remember, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. But do it responsibly with a focus on observability.
Until next time, happy deep diving.